retro to right now. Farpoint toys and collectibles. From retro to right now. It's time for Bartertown.
Bartertown. Hey! Whoa!
It is beyond the anniversary, but we're still celebrating.
We are, yes. We're still
going to
celebrating.
celebrate it for the next 5 years.
I love that. I knew I forgot something. I have no idea what's wrong with camera 3, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Let's check camera 3 real quick.
Check camera 3. Let's see what's going on with camera 3. Yeah, it's frozen.
He's not there, right?
Maybe he did some sort of
It's there.
Tucker's really there, so maybe he did one of those things that happens in movies when they like hack the camera.
Like they put up a fake picture so you can do stuff behind the scenes and no one knows.
Tucker is back there like stealing.
He's absolutely
treats.
in his dog bed. He's like Mission Impossible. He's like stealing dog treats.
He's hanging from a suspended thing.
He messed up his surveillance camera on purpose.
Hi everybody.
It's a sin too.
It is Sunday.
He was laying upside down.
We all know what that means. It's Sunday at 5 p.m. here on the East Coast.
It is.
It is time for Farpoint Bartertown.
It is.
Tickets by the whole seat.
Stop with that. No.
You only need the edge.
No, that was last night.
Speaking of last night, I'd like to welcome our VIPs.
Yes.
We have a super secret group of VIPs who are the most amazing people in the world.
It's not a secret if we're doing it live on our main page.
It could be a secret.
I think it's a secret.
It's not a secret. Selena, it's so much not a secret that she's going to show everybody the link right there.
Well, if you want to be part of that secret.
That's not a secret.
There you go.
It's not a secret.
The VIPs get all kinds of great stuff. They get to see this stuff first. Some of the stuff we're selling today. Some VIPs have claimed already. So we'll pull it. Well, we'll pull it when we get to the show. Hi, I'm Justin.
Are you really?
I'm Penelope, and collectively we are your Nostalgineers, the Farpoint Nostalgineers, coming to you live from the Farpoint Museum inside Farpoint Toys and Collectibles
in southern New Jersey, United States.
East Coast.
Terra
USA?
System.
Terra Firma.
Here in the third rock from the sun. So we promise this is going to be a claim sale. We have some vintage Kenner Superpowers. We got some Episode 1 Star Wars. We got a box G1. Is that box G1 Jetfire right there?
It is. It's a box G1 Jetfire. They can't really see it.
Got some modern G.I. Joe. We got Gundam.
We've got Gundam, which we never have Gundam.
Gundam.
We never have Gundam, so it's exciting that we have Gundam today.
We're going to dance Gundam style.
We're not going to do that.
That's pretty funny.
And then we're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk about a trip we just went on. We're going
I didn't get any pictures ready. So if you want to see pictures of the trip we're going to talk about, you have to go to one of our social media pages and check it out.
Right, okay.
What else has got going on?
Well, let's talk about how this works. So we welcomed our VIPs.
Selena, you're going to have to find the crawl because I put it somewhere and then drag it up.
Yeah.
So you'll hear we're talking to a person behind the screen here. That is Kermit, Selena, Penelope's sister.
Tucker's handler.
The glue.
Tucker's roommate.
She runs the show here. She clicks the buttons. She changes the camera. She makes the bell ring. She's very important to what we do, even though she shows up 30 seconds before we go live.
Sometimes so do we.
Yeah, that's.
I was gonna say,
actually, I think I showed up 2 seconds before.
I think in the not too distant past, I was in the building before you were.
That's true. That was only like 2 weeks ago.
I was in fact born 3 weeks late and have been losing ground ever since, but it does not always affect the outcome.
So at any rate.
The way this works.
Believe it or not, this is a claim sale.
Is it really?
What we are going to do is we are going to show you some of our high quality products on one of our many high definition cameras. We're going to describe the item.
Let's go to camera 2 just to show them.
Hopefully camera 2 isn't frozen like camera 3 was for whatever reason today. Alright, camera 2 is live. We are going to show you something on one of our many cameras. We're going to describe it, talk about it, explain the condition, give you a good shot so you can see it really well. Then we're going to tell you the price. Once we state the price, that means the item is open for claims. What you want to do if you want the item is type in the word claim and then the name of the item. For example, claim Hordak, gimme Horde guy, whatever works for you, as long as we know what item you want and that you want it.
Yep.
That's what we got going on.
Spelling doesn't matter. We just need to know that what you want and that you want it. Just to reiterate that. I know she just said those exact words. Sometimes people only want to listen to men say things, though. So
it's true.
It is what it is.
So once an item has been claimed, you will hear this noise. That means an item has been claimed and
an angel has gotten its wings.
No. And then we should shut up and let Selena tell us what got claimed and by who. What did I miss? What's next?
Well, anything over $20 is free shipping in the United States. So if you buy a $5 item and a $15 item, no matter what, you spend $20, you get free shipping in the United States. If you're a VIP, you get free shipping in the United States. If you're outside the country, VIP as well, we have to charge shipping because we'll lose our shirts. We charge actual shipping. We don't try to make any money on shipping. If you're coming here to pick up in store, great. That just means we don't have to spend money on shipping, so the price will be the same. You'll get a link at the end of this where you can pay with your debit card or whatever you got going on. It's a PayPal link, but you can use anything.
True.
You have any questions during the course of this, please ask in the comments. We have many people who have been watching this for 5 years and know all the ins and outs better than we do. We are streaming live right now to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch.
That's it.
Voyager spacecraft.
You mean Voyager?
Yeah, Voyager.
You can see those comments right next to me, all aggregated right there.
Yeah, so next to my wife are all the aggregated comments from those different places. If you're just looking at the Facebook comments, it might look like you were the first to claim. Maybe somebody on YouTube claimed before you. The comments over there are what matters. Selena watches those, and that's where the bell comes from.
And they're within a tenth of a second.
Oh, yeah.
So, listen, just saying Horde instead of Hordak might get you the claim.
Yeah, so don't try and spell it right. And don't be clever. Don't type out, I would certainly like Hordak, blah, blah, blah. So speaking of Hordak, let's jump off with that. Vintage Hordak, very tight rubber bands. He is only missing his red bat, but he has his cape. He has
it's like a shield thing. It's like a buckler.
Yeah, I don't know. He has his correct white, I don't know, crossbow. I don't know.
It's a crossbow. He's got his bow.
It's like a crossbow.
He's got his cape, which is always ripped. This one is in good shape. He does not have his buckler because the little plastic strap always breaks on those.
I'm ready for a bang up deal on this guy. $10.
What?
Whatever.
Look, your deal is not pick off his feet.
He's like, you're giving me away for that little.
I'm
I'm
how much he
throw
was
myself.
going for, and he lost it.
Tucker just came to check him out.
Tucker did. Tucker is like, oh, is that food? Can I eat that?
We have a claim on Hordak, unsurprisingly, at that price. Chris, Reitz. I don't want to slaughter your pronunciation there, dude.
I'm going to say it's Reitz.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
but
I like the long E in there. Thank you, Chris.
Down,
down Hordak goes! Down Hordak goes!
Down!
This is a G.I. Joe Bat, B-A-A-T, from like 1993.
So
wait, what? Could you, is he a sheep? What is that?
No, it stands for something. It's like a space bat.
Android trooper.
He's from the Space Marines or whatever, from the Star Brigade.
Right, thank you.
It's just it's a G.I. Joe. It's a 1993 vintage G.I. Joe. He doesn't have any weapons or anything,
It's
but
pronounced
he's there.
right, so we're not going to forget it this time.
$5.
$5 for the bats.
Yep.
Does he come with a sheep?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is Martin Manhunter. That we're friends, so I'm allowed to call him that. You may know him as the Martian Manhunter, but he's Martin Manhunter.
I guess I should be writing them down, huh?
Martian Manhunter's complete with his cape. He's in very nice shape. The stand is not included. I'm keeping those, but as you can see, his cape is nice. His paint is nice. I think I have.
You have $30 on Martian Man.
$30 on Martin Manhunter.
Martin Man.
He hunts Martin.
No, Martin like.
Damn,
Martin.
Gina.
I was gonna say Martin Lawrence from the show.
Yeah. You know what? This came from a dear friend.
A dear friend.
This is his childhood Steppenwolf. I'm going to swap right now his childhood Steppenwolf into the museum, and I'm going to pull the museum Steppenwolf
out
for sale.
And put him for sale. Is the price going to be the same?
Yes.
So if anyone's into a Kenner Superpower Steppenwolf, he's complete. Obviously, he just came out of the museum.
The museum was actually a little nicer.
But I'd rather have.
I'd rather have Andrews in the museum.
I was gonna say we'd rather have something that's of sentimental value.
Steppenwolf is going to be $20. Let me stand him up.
For those that don't know, we have a toy museum here in Farpoint.
An expanding toy museum.
An ever-expanding toy museum. We are doubling.
We have a claim on Wolf, complete with the emoji, which is adorable.
See, that emoji could have cost you, Josh.
It's true, Josh Crouch claiming Wolf.
So how about that? Like, Andrew gets to come here and visit his childhood Steppenwolf in the toy museum.
Listen, I think that's really cool.
I love it.
I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I think that's really cool.
I like visiting your childhood collection.
So that's claimed.
Yes. I'm going to carefully put him right here.
Did anybody claim Martin?
No.
Not yet.
Flash.
I was waiting for that.
$10 on Flash. He is the savior of the universe.
Right.
These are all vintage Kenner. You know what's cool about vintage Kenner?
Everything?
Everything.
Literally everything.
But all the toy lines. All the foot pegs are basically the same. So this fits Star Wars figures. It fits
That's
Superpowers.
Cool. That is cool.
It fits, I think, like RoboCop.
It makes sense for
Strawberry Shortcake is a little bigger, but if you put their shoes on, they also work.
It makes sense from a manufacturing perspective. Why do you want to make a mold that has a
They
different...
probably use the same drill bit.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
exactly.
Dark Side. He's complete with his cape and his medallion.
What about his spear magic helmet?
Dark Side is
Dark Side is $35.
$35. 35 dólares.
I don't love the way they spell Dark Side.
Me neither. I'm not a fan
Is
of
there
it
any,
all.
offends
I mean,
me.
is there a canon reason why it's spelled like that?
Because
He's gonna make something stupid up.
Jack Kirby was dyslexic.
That's something stupid that you made up.
Okay. Firestorm. These are all complete, by the way.
$10 on Firestorm.
The ones that come with capes have capes. How much? $10 on Firestorm?
$10.
Wow. Red Tornado.
Red Tornado got claimed, as did Dr. Fate.
Oh, so these got claimed by VIPs.
That's how the
So
VIP
if you're
works.
excited about what these coming up, I'm gonna relinquish your excitement because
Firestorm's still available, right?
Yes, Firestorm.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Josh on Firestorm.
Thank you, Josh.
Josh is eligible for free shipping. Good claims.
My man doubled down on the emoji. I love it.
Then
Thank you all.
These figures
we'll
are
leave
very
these up
nice.
here for now. Rita didn't
Yeah,
get
they're not
claimed.
hurting anybody.
Oh, and then this.
I'm covered
This
in that.
is the
Batmobile.
complete, gorgeous Batmobile
Well, before we put it up for claims, you should let Selena know how much it is she wants to buy.
with a complete,
I can't display it.
gorgeous Batman.
I'm obsessed with the Batmobile right now.
If you look at his symbol, first of all, the stickers on this are beautiful. It's got the stickers on the back. You can see them.
Is this the one from the museum?
No.
Okay. The stickers are very nice. And the chrome on the wheels is good. It's normally really hit. These are still pretty
Yeah.
good.
Not pretty good, really good.
Yeah.
Stickers are on it. Stickers are back. Stickers are inside. Needs to be dusted a little bit. It was probably sitting in Andrew's house for a while, just on the ground or whatever. But it's
On
in
the ground,
very
right
nice
on the
shape.
ground.
Everything works.
You're not going to shoot me with anything, right?
No, it doesn't like.
You say that and then you point it directly at me.
Maybe. I just had it working earlier. I had the claw thing working. The front, yeah, the front bumper bumps out. The lights pop up like they're supposed to. They don't do much, but they pop up. There's like a yellow thing in there that makes it pop up. All the gimmicks are there. The most important thing is all the glass is here.
Yeah, and
this
it's
stuff's
not
always missing.
super scratched. It's
Right.
often very,
Beat up.
what's the word? Frosty? Yeah, very
So-
shiny.
Complete Batmobile with a complete Batman and I'm throwing Robin in. I kept the Robin that came with this because he had his cape. We needed a cape for the museum, so Batman and Robin, complete Batman, complete Batmobile, and a Robin.
125.
125. Go find that in that condition.
That is such a cool set.
Oh, it's dude.
Yeah, keep the cape out because it looks like it's
This
flowing
is
a
the
little
set. Like, if you had Counter Superpowers, this was the thing you had to have. Like, that's the thing. There's other,
bit. It's very pretty.
you know, there's a Fortress Justice League.
Yeah.
There's other
Call of
stuff.
Justice.
They made like Superman's thing. That is the
Yeah.
iconic superpowers piece. They did Dark Sides like shit. It's really awesome.
Wait, we had a box one of them, didn't we?
We did, yeah,
Yeah.
and we didn't keep it because we don't keep box stuff for the museum.
Unless like the whole collection comes in box. Like my Willow collection in the museum is all carded because that's how we got the whole collection.
Yep.
All right,
So
that's
I'll let
it.
this rest. We'll let that marinate.
Marinate, is that a good word that we like to use? Do you
Got
have
some-
easels or you
I was going to say ruminate.
Very
I
good.
got some Disney Droid Factory droids. I think the only way to get these were like at Disney, unstuck stickers, and they're all different droids. This one has like they're both the same price. This one is just a regular astromech with black and white. He's really cool looking. And then this one has it's like kind of an R5D4 with the Mickey ears. They're $25 each. Please tell us which one you want. Mickey ears or regular Astro Droid, however you want to say it.
Those
Just
are really cool.
let us know. And they're 25 each, so they're just ship free.
So I think what you do is you go down there, and then there's just like parts in bins, and you put them together, and then you get the little card, and then you can make up your own name if you like, and put it in the little names spot with the stickers. I love that. Yes, UL. Speaking of Willow, rip Val Kilmer. That hit me a little harder than I expected it to. You know, I'm not normally someone who goes too gaga for celebrities, but Val Kilmer was amazing. I loved him so much in so many movies.
Huge loss to the entertainment industry.
Sucks. He'd been sick for a while. He was absolutely fantastic in the new Top Gun movie. The fact that they brought him back was really cool.
Oh god, yeah.
We actually did a little talking about Val Kilmer last night on Thunderdome. If you don't know, Thunderdome is the once a month super secret claim sale we do for VIPs only.
It's so secret that we do it publicly on our main
There's
page.
hot sauce. There's making up songs in the spot. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway without professional comedians.
We have a claim Tara would like both droids, which made the whole specifying which one you want much easier.
Sure did. Thank you, Tara.
Very efficient, Tara. Thank you.
Kimsey's love these. They are very cool. I'm going to go later going to Kimsey's home.
I'll take those bad boys. Tucker is just wandering.
Yeah, we talked about Val Kilmer last night on Thunderdome, and I think we did some Willow. We sang
the
a song.
whole song. Yeah, that was the whole
there was
thing.
a great,
Well, it was a whole thing that got
thing built around
ruined.
Willow.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Where did
Yeah, it turned out to be a
There he is.
big,
Go back that way, buddy.
big funny hit.
Machine there.
Are you talking to Ducky?
There you go.
It was like Whose Line. It's like Whose Line Is It
Shut
Anyway
him in
without the
here.
funny people.
Huh?
Did you just block him in here?
I did. I don't want him like pooping somewhere in the store.
But
That's
when
a
he
bad
wanders out, you should pick him up and show him on camera because they didn't get to see him. He's the mascot.
Then I get covered in dog hair. At the when it's Tucky Buck time, we'll bring Tucky out for Tucky Bucks.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I forgot to put Tucky Bucks at the top of the list as well. So you're gonna have to drop
Tucky's
it
a
up
little
there.
celebrity.
He is a little celebrity.
Sometimes
yes,
his
it's true.
fans from my game on Reddit, Discord, and my various friends communities.
Oh,
Sometimes
you want to turn the
they,
crawl off too, or it's gonna start when we go back to the next screen.
sometimes they watch just to see Tucky.
What else we got here? Are you pricing those? While you're pricing those,
wolfing
can
out?
I do these?
Sassy boy. Sorry, Tucky wolfed.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Am I doing them for store price? You think? Well, we've got them listed at, or a little less.
Let me see what the store prices are.
We got a 20, a 25, and a 20.
Yeah, store prices is fine.
Yeah.
We priced them to move anyway.
We did. All right, we've got some episode 1. It's a few pieces here. Got 3 pieces. This is an armored scout tank with a battle droid. $20 on that.
All sealed.
Sealed, new MISB. $20 on the armored scout tank.
I'm not super into episode 1 because I was disappointed by the movie at the time, but I have to admit I like that droid.
I do like battle droids.
Yeah, that's a really cool droid.
They
I'm a
just
sucker for any
they
kind
have
of
a good
army builder.
aesthetic. This is Darth Maul and his Sith speeder. 25 on Darth Maul and his Sith speeder. Again, MISB sealed in box.
I love how it's got a special spot for his lightsaber.
I mean, it's a serious lightsaber. It needs its own.
Parking that with that lightsaber sticking out in both directions could be a little awkward.
Well, and he doesn't have to worry about traffic being in his way because he'll just cut it
But
down.
yeah, I feel like he's pulling into Target and
Darth Maul pulling into Target. I'd like to see that.
well, Target's red. He is drawn to that.
Okay.
He would of course shop there.
Sure. This is a Moss Espa encounter. Comes with Sebulba, Chesko Sebulba, Barbar Jinx. Did I really just say that? Jar Jar Binks and Anakin, little baby Anakin.
Barbar Jinx.
I got $20 on that set, and again sealed in its box.
Baby Anakin's cute.
This is cool because it actually comes with like a little base for them to be standing on, which is like cool. Yeah, Gil, he will cut everything in half. That's exactly what I was trying to say. What else we got here? Nobody cares too much about episode 1. I can't say I blame them. Well, who are these guys? What we got here? Are these... Okay, alright.
Couple retro G.I. Joes.
Okay.
Retro Snake Eyes, I guess, is first. Mint on card. Card's nice. Just, cool, modern era retro Snake Eyes. $16.
There's so many delightful accessories.
And Retro Storm Shadow
Retro Storm Shadows, 20.
is $20 if anybody wants either of those.
I've said this a million times. I'm so jealous of all the accessories JoJo's came with.
Yeah, Star Wars, you can go to Camera One while we're just chatting. Star Wars figures, I think, were cooler as far as, like... Listen, I shoot me here, but I prefer Star Wars to G.I. Joe. But they were very, they just stood there and moved their limbs slightly and
Yeah.
had
They
their
could
guns.
sit in and out of vehicles.
Yeah, with their legs
Yeah.
weirdly.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe certainly had the articulation down, especially once we got this
Oh, yeah.
swivel arm grip.
It's the accessories for me all day long.
Yeah.
By the time Star Wars got around to the Return of the Jedi line, you had like the medicine Ewok with a headdress and an apron,
Yeah.
and you started having some more, but nothing like these G.I. Joes. I'll come in here when Justin's processing G.I. Joes, and he'll have them spread out on the table, and they'll just be like a line of backpacks the whole length of the table.
We're ready for count two?
Yeah, retro his tanks sealed. Great shape. Box is in nice shape. $30. I'll tell you what though.
I love his tanks.
I'll do a whole retro set here for $50 for the set.
What?
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, there's my F-bomb for the day.
One for the day.
So basically, you're getting Snake Eyes for free.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So for the retro hiss, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, I'll do $50 for the set.
Wow, that's a deal. That's today's deal of the day.
I love the Hiss tanks. They're really cool.
They just look cool.
I used to army build them.
Hal is your guy for the set.
Thank you, Hal. Hal, I assumed you had a ton of this. You probably do, but you can't pass up a deal.
How can you not?
These are
have
actually in
army build?
great. These are usually really beat up.
Yeah,
but
the cards are
you know,
nice. The bubbles are nice. The
This is
cards
actually
are nice.
they're actually all very nice.
Is that the Gundams in that tub there?
They are. I want to show off a really, really cool and typically sought after vintage piece. We don't often do posters on the show. We would typically keep this for ourselves, but we have one. We kept one for
This
ourselves.
might look better on camera one. If I take one side and you take
This
one
collection came with two of them. We kept one. This
Oh,
is
wow.
the Mail Away
Oh, that's
Masters Universe
brilliant.
poster from
Love that.
'84.
side. That is absolutely beautiful.
Many repros have been done.
This art is so good.
This is not a repro. This is original from a childhood collection. No holes. There's a there's a little bit of
It's got a crease in this corner.
right.
You
There's
know,
maybe
it's
a
not.
small tiny
Listen,
tear.
it's not perfect, but it's not seriously damaged.
Not at all. It's
It's not
a
like-
little rough right here, but it will frame and we'll show you ours framed.
Yeah.
It's not like any poster I ever had, which has like 6 layers of Scotch tape in every corner and
Super sought after.
We got
Like
5
that.
on this.
I got $60 on
60,
this.
60
Wow.
bucks.
This
That's
used to be
great.
a $200 poster. Things have come down a bit. I don't know why. I
It's
think
even got the
repros
tassels.
have hurt the market.
Repros popping on the market and eBay being fine with that.
But
honestly,
this is it's been rolled and there's really no fold creases except for that one
this
corner
corner's
right
got a
there.
little bit right here.
It will frame. We're gonna show you our framed one, and it's gonna look just as good.
We are starting, as we are expanding the museum, we are starting to get more and more stuff ready to go. Take it out of its bag.
I'm going to. We're gonna do it together. This is how it looks framed.
Get your bag there. Look at that.
wow.
You're getting glare off of the.
That's a bad MFer right there,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you're getting some glare.
Can't wait to hang it. And I also have the Mail Away Joe posters too, which is basically the same idea. These Mail Away posters from the 80s are just super cool.
Be careful with that. All right, you're good.
But it's all about wall space.
It is. We have a wall space
Limited.
is limited here, but I
Yeah,
feel
Portland
if
has
we
the same
rearrange
problem.
some stuff from over there, take down those Star Trek pictures and toys, put them in a different location, move everything down a little bit.
How you gonna move it down a little bit with the board games there?
The art's gonna just move down where that stuff
Oh, you
is.
okay? I got
Not
it.
down this
You
way,
don't
down
mean-
that
okay,
way.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. You mean down laterally?
How about my
Jimmy O
favorite
is here. Hello, Jimmy.
Jimmy O? How about my favorite Transformer? I've never seen, even in the museum, I don't know if the museum one is as white and crisp as this. This is a 100% complete, crispy white, gorgeous Jetfire with a complete box. Styrofoam's
Wow.
all there. The what's it called is not cut off. Now the box has some shelfware.
It's been alive a long time.
Is the paper in it? Like the what do you call it? The instructions or whatever?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I like that you said you don't.
I mean, it's not in the front, but sometimes it's under.
Why would she ask that?
I don't know
I
because
think it's
maybe
cool.
you're saying it's complete and she wants to make sure that its instructions are in there.
Well, I mean, it's
Great.
complete. You don't have instructions.
Yeah,
you
no,
price
it's
it?
definitely
Did you price
complete
it
without
with
instructions.
instructions or
I
without?
priced it as a complete box. Yeah, the instructions
Yeah.
are right here. In the thing.
Alright.
I just thought it would be a
Complete with
cool extra thing. If it's,
So,
if it's
let
got
me
the
tell you something.
instructions, too.
This is something lawyers say, Selena.
Yes,
Don't ever ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
that's fair. I think it came from me being afraid of Transformers.
I'm terrified of Transformers.
Instruction
There's your
booklet.
instruction booklet.
Yeah, I'm
The
afraid
red thing
Oh,
to
the
look
red-
at
oh, let me see
the
that.
That's
I
even
wanna look
cooler.
at this tech specs.
I'm afraid of
the
Transformers.
gun clip, which is always missing.
I'm always after the instructions.
He has a medium strength, a very high intelligence and speed,
I got $500 on this.
high courage. Courage is very important.
Courage.
There you go.
Courage. Isn't it the
I'm
cowardly
gonna
dog?
take this box and put it away from your coffee because your coffee is making me nervous here.
$500.
He
Go
is
find one.
very white. This is not your screen at home
No, dude.
tricking you. This is the whitest Jetfire that I think I've ever seen.
I think
He-
it's the whitest
he is in
Transformer I've
no-
ever seen.
No way is he getting deported. He is in no chance of being deported.
Justin's all proud of himself, like that was a good joke.
It was a little bit edgy. That was an edgelord joke, wasn't it?
A little bit.
I'm over here shoving salami in my mouth and you're just making horrible jokes.
As one does.
All right, we got some Gundams.
Would go with well with Jetfire, in my opinion. I guess I should be writing this down as you pull them out, right?
Where'd my coffee go?
I hid it over here because you kept flailing the box near it and it made me nervous.
It's flailing,
You were
kids.
flailing.
Flailing,
Flailing. Hello, Zach. Nice to see you.
as one
Thanks
does.
for joining.
Yeah, Gil, you better move.
Gotta move house to house your collections. It's the
got some
situation
stands? What we got
situation I'm in right now. I need to rent the apartment next door to live in so that my collections can live in my apartment.
You can just bash a hole in the wall and connect them.
Yeah,
These are stapled shit.
connecting door like a
He did.
hotel
He
room.
stapled them shut. I'm not sure why he stapled them shut, but I'm not mad
So
about
parts and pieces wouldn't
it.
fall
So the
out.
parts wouldn't fall out.
Listen, here's the thing about Gundams.
Lots
got
of
lots
little
of parts and pieces.
Lots of little pieces.
Kevin, over the past few days, has been going over this collection and putting all, because it was just
It was just a
laying.
pile
He
Yep.
sorted
of
all those
random
little.
parts and pieces, and
Our-
the minute I looked at them, I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Our brave
He sorted all those little pieces.
counter person.
Better man than I am.
Look at all these tiny little parts.
What's the matter, Tuck?
I don't even know how this works.
All right.
Dude, these are so awesome.
Listen, Gundams are cool to look at, but I personally I can't get into it really. Like the anime, robots and Gundams aren't really my shtick.
Totally my shtick. This is Mobile Suit in Action.
MSIA Gundam Wing, Death Scythe Hell.
Oh, it's Death Scythe Hell.
It has the
Oh, that
it
sounds
has
kind of
the
cool.
space upgrade. Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
US space upgrade or
Okay.
VS space upgrade?
Couldn't tell you.
It is complete with all of the stealth armor.
Oh.
Stealth armor.
To me, that's a big deal.
That's a pretty cool death.
I like
We've
this
never,
style.
it's the first
Yeah.
time in 5 years we've ever done Gundam. We've had like a Gundam model.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we've had a Gundam collection.
Yes.
5 years.
We're doing mark price?
Yep. Because all those mark prices are below eBay.
Yeah. We've got $35 on Death Scythe Hell.
Death Scythe
I expected
Hell.
someone
I love
named
that.
Death Scythe Hell to be a little creepier looking. Like he's
It's
kind
true.
of he's awesome, but like he should have like a giant red goatee.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should have some fire going on too. Like
Or,
the,
like,
the
giant
scythe
fire
should be like
wings.
the scythe blades should be like red and flaming or something.
Yeah. $35 on Death Scythe Hell.
Really cool name though.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta respond to this.
Please hold. Your call is very important to
Alright.
us.
Let's just put up like just do a few, and then I'll start rebagging them.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Is anybody? Listen. Here's the thing. This is a time-consuming thing right here. Does anybody
anyone care about Gundams?
If no one here is like, yeah, I'm interested in Gundams, we'll just skip the Gundams. It's no big deal.
Corey, Jetfire.
Is that what he means by big dude?
I'm assuming so.
That's where I'm
Or do you
going
mean
with it.
Darkseid?
Are we pretending we don't know Jetfire's name? Corey, we know you're a toy person and you know your toys.
Darkseid is $35.
Oh.
Jetfire is $500. He has the box, the instructions, the styrofoam, the tech specs. He is super white. Darkseid is $35. He was talking
Big
about Darkseid.
superpowers, dude. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is a big super.
He's 35. I'm gonna keep eating cheese while you're doing your. No one has said yes. They want to see Gundams.
We'll start with one more.
We're gonna do 2 Gundams, and if no one cares, we're gonna just talk about
Back
the
makes
museum.
him too happy. Too heavy.
Jack
And
loves
Kentucky
Gundams.
Bucks. Jack loves Gundams.
Jack's a VIP.
Jack is a VIP.
And Jack's a VIP, so that means that Jack gets what Jack wants.
Jack wants to see Gundams. Jack sees some damn Gundams.
I'm not gonna let these get confused. We're gonna put them up in the order that we're doing the bags here.
All right, this is
again, we're still on the MSIA.
they're all MSIA.
This is Leo Green.
I went to school with Leo Green.
I was gonna say, it sounds like the name of an elderly neighbor.
The only thing that he does not have to make him complete is a small gun. He is missing one small gun. Leo Green is $30.
So if he's a Gundam without his gun,
He's just a damn.
yeah.
Damn.
Well, he's got a gun.
He has a gun. He's missing a small gun.
Okay, that's all right then.
You
He
can start
still be
putting
a
them back
Gundam.
in.
I am going to start putting them back in.
He can
As
still be a
you
Gundam.
feed them on, I'm going to feed them away.
Feed them away.
I like the Skype. It's like feathers or like wings. Like it's really cool looking.
Bless Kevin.
I couldn't. I wouldn't.
I have.
I would put them in a box and just sell the entire tub.
I have,
Like, I'm
which
good.
is why I know so much about toys. I've actually done Gundams, which is why I didn't want to do.
There's certain toy lines like I just don't. I'm not into Gundam. I'm not
I
really
think
into
it's
Transformers.
awesome. These would be great
It's
in
just
the
my
museum.
thing. You're not really into My Little Pony. You're trying to keep these for the museum. Is that
Purple
what it is?
Beans,
no,
Skype.
Okay.
I'm keeping the OG Gundam for the museum.
With one exception, I'm not really into Transformers. The McDonald's Transformer line, the food Transformers.
They're not really Transformers.
Bite your tongue.
They're not.
Blasphemy, sacrilege.
They're not Hasbro. They're not
Do
Transformers.
they not transform?
They do. That doesn't make them
Oh,
Transformers.
fine.
All right, this is Mobile Suit in Action Gundam Wing Zero. Or does it say Wang Zero?
Oh dear.
I'm sure it says Wang.
Complete. $35.
Where's my drink?
Second form Space Main Hero. Second form for Space Main Hero. It's Wing Zero. Complete. $35.
Not Wang Zero. You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You
You can call him
sure?
that if you want to.
Is that what they called him in high school?
It's a good color. Like I like the style and the color.
Gunpla. I've heard of Gunpla.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do love me some
Wow.
anime.
How has I didn't know how had a brother.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Ooh, we're gonna
That's
get
the
some
movie.
Endless Waltz in there.
Yeah.
Look at all the parts he comes with.
Dude, they're insane.
All right, you've already confused them now. This one is that one, right? That's Wing Zero.
Yeah, never forget Wing Zero.
It's crazy.
Wang Zero? It does kind of look like it says Wang.
I wasn't kidding.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah, so bring Wang over this way and I'll put him back in his bag.
This is Mobile Suit in Action Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. That's the movie. Gundam Nataku. Complete. $30. That's Gundam Nataku from Endless Waltz. You can tell this is not our wheelhouse.
You don't like Gundam Nataku?
I didn't say I didn't like them.
Yes. So Kevin,
Speaking of Kevin,
yeah. So these figures are the prefabricated toys. They're not the Gunpla. Gunpla is like the model kits that you build.
Yeah, these are articulated scale figures. Like they're action figures.
Yes.
These are action figures. They come with tons of accessories.
So you're not actually building these.
No glue, no popping together.
There's no glue. There's no losing pieces that don't fit in the little thing. Oh, that guy's a little tank. Oh, I love him.
where's the little tank? I want to see.
He's coming. He's coming.
I'm such a child. There's a little tank. What?
Oh, this guy has like a cool like plasma like double-ended thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a pitchfork. From
yeah,
hell.
it's like a double-ended like trident.
Yeah. I think a trident.
A trident is a pitchfork but underwater.
Yeah, and it only has 3 pokey bits.
Oh,
This
how many
is-
does a pitchfork have?
4, I think, because I mean, when you think of a fork that you eat with, it
It
has
has
4
4.
times.
Yeah,
Whereas a trident is called a trident
Trident
because
because
it
it
has
has
a
3.
tri thing going on.
yeah.
He's RX-75 gun tank, complete, $20.
I love that he's a tank.
I do too.
That
Gun tank.
I love him.
He's great. I have a new favorite Gundam.
You ripped his bag.
Would you like another?
Do you want me to open them?
I ripped one bag.
I can open them.
Are you,
I
are
would
you
rip 0 bags.
choosing
just
bag
saying.
violence over there, Justin?
I would rip 0 bags.
Just stick to Ronin songs.
I mean, I didn't ruin a song.
Ruined a
No,
bit.
the song was fine.
You
The
blew a
song
bit.
was great.
Yeah, the song wasn't
This
affected
is
at all.
Gundam Wing, Altron Gundam Complete,
Altron. I went to school with a guy named Altron.
Shenlong upgrade for Kevin really did live. $30 for this guy.
You just stop reading words. You're like, $30.
Kevin knows his
Shenlong
Gundams.
upgrade for spine. It looks like Kevin's handwriting is about on your
Listen,
level of handwriting.
Kevin's handwriting. There's nothing wrong with Kevin's handwriting. Don't let him shame
I
you.
didn't say there's anything wrong with
Let's
it.
see
I just
if
said
I can
can't
read it. Let's see if I can read it. MSIA Gundam Wing, Altron Gundam Complete, Small Weapon on Wing, Shenlong Upgrade for Space. I can completely read this.
You can read some comments while we're doing this.
Okay. I would like to know if we're having bag-on-bag violence.
I don't know what that means.
Well, my husband's not a bag, so no, it's not. We're not having bag-on-bag violence.
Optimus Skywalker, aka Soundwave, also has a favorite Gundam. Favorite Gundam MSIA, the Gundam MK2 from Zeta Gundam.
Okay.
Jack said that's Gundam Nataku
Well, they're
also.
trying to get this bag to be usable again.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Do you want tape?
Oh no, I didn't say nothing.
Do you want tape?
I might need some tape, yeah. Or just a new bag, I don't know.
That could work.
How about just get into a sandwich bag? Here, hold on.
I'm good. Thank you.
We're good, Celine.
Okay. But I never love to miss a chance to go through the bag box.
The bag box is so exciting.
I have a whole bag shelf on my pantry shelf.
Alright, which one is the one
For
that was already
bags.
up here?
I love bags and boxes.
You haven't said talkies yet, so it's this one.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's that? Is that a weapon that he's holding? That's the big thing. Ooh.
They're all weapons.
They're all weapons.
Hang on, I
of
saw
mass
dragons. Let me read
destructions.
this. I saw dragons.
His
Is
arms extend and look like dragons.
The word dragons gets my attention in any context.
I love this guy's like shoulder shield quite a bit.
It's pretty cool.
And again, he also has a trident, a double-ended trident, which I really think is cool. I do like the coloring.
I just love the giant robots.
See, that's the thing I don't like about them. But they're not really. They're robots, but there's people inside, like operating them, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Gundams.
They're mechs.
They're Iron
yeah.
Man suits.
Endless Waltz, Tallgeese 3, complete. I'm gonna let you look it up. $45. Tallgeese always has the long cannon.
Well, that's the tall geese, right?
I don't know.
It's so you can shoot the geese from the ground as they're driving by.
Is that right?
I
The
don't
geese are driving.
know. Yes, the geese are driving.
Unfortunately, our head writer's not in the room today.
I love the little lightsabers. Kevin, they're not lightsabers. What are they called?
Lightsabers.
They're not. They're called something else.
That reminds me, Penelope. The other day I saw the geese management group. The geese. There's a car that drives around with a wrap that has a big dog, their dog, and a bunch of geese on it.
Okay.
The geese, the people that you call.
Oh,
when-
they chase the goose chasers.
Yeah, when you're a business
Yeah.
and you have a goose problem and you would like
Yes.
you'd like the geese to kindly relocate.
They're goose chasers.
Yeah, I saw them going to the electric company the other day. That might
Oh,
affect.
dear.
Yeah, that might affect your goose situation.
Oh man.
We're right across the street from the electric company, as you know, if you've been to
Bear
the
sabers.
it's a toy show. The electric company has a fair-sized goose population
Yeah.
that occasionally come to visit and cause goose complications.
You're hovering over the stop stream button. You're making me nervous. Okay, thank you. Beam sabers.
Beam
thank
sabers.
you.
Okay,
I like
not,
bear sabers.
not
I like
to-
bear sabers
yeah, not to
better,
be
too.
confused with bear sabers. I want to know more about the bear sabers.
Tell me more about the bear sabers game. Yeah, so like, hopefully the geese don't decide to come live over here because that would be bad.
Well, there's no water over here, so
There's a-
actually there is.
There's a
just
pond,
not on your side of the fence.
A pond.
I started to say there's no water because the nearest drainage pond on this side of the road is on the other side of your fence.
Yeah.
But the fence isn't so much an obstacle for the geese.
No, they
as it
could
would
go
be
over
for
it.
yeah. I worked that out.
They could go under it if they really wanted to too.
Whereas it would be an obstacle for someone, say like me or Tucker, but not so much for a goose.
Just waiting for this conversation. We're talking about geese. I'm not going to butt in.
We
Oh,
are.
please
We
butt
are.
in.
We are trying to just do a hot five while you get your shit together.
Bullshit. He was on the table and ready.
Okay. Well, how much is he?
I didn't even say who he was. I was
Who
just.
is he?
You guys were talking.
Okay.
Tallgeese 2, complete, $40. Includes gun clip upgraded suit.
That's a lot of words.
Keith, your dumb thumbs are very amusing.
He was filling in for me.
Okay.
So you just started telling
All
the
right.
story.
I'm sorry.
I saw the
You were
geese.
just on your phone. I figured we were waiting.
I went on my phone because you guys.
Okay. Sorry.
I think we got cause and
Anyway.
effect backwards on that one.
Okay. beam sabers. I guess they have one for each hand.
Some of them do, yeah.
Bear sabers.
I like Bear Saber.
I do like Bear Saber better. This guy has a mohawk, which I really like.
That would be cool.
I have a shield. I like shields. There's a lot of pieces.
They're flying off the shelves.
They're cool to look at, though.
Are they?
Well, I've never seen Gundam, so I think so.
Alright. I love them. Look at the big cannons, this guy. This is another Endless Waltz figure.
Giant cannons. Look at the
This
cannons
is-
on this guy.
Heavy arms, custom, complete.
Heavy arms, yeah.
Has all doors.
That sounds important.
$35.
You gotta make sure you have all of your doors.
I mean, when you need a door and you don't have one, nothing else will do. Except maybe a window.
I mean, yeah, if I didn't have a door, I would use a window.
These are going to fill up a shelf really nice in the store.
That would work. Having a window instead of a door would work for the car that we looked at on our way home.
I think we're going to red dot them though.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, there's more people online.
Well, this guy has a scythe too, and he looks more evil than the last guy with the scythe.
Okay, I'm into that.
I think it's the same guy, just different versions.
I mean, a lot of them are probably just different versions, or like similar, right? Like you had two tall geeses. They're not different guys.
Kevin
are
said
they?
the chest opens, but I'm not sure on which one.
It's on this one. It has the doors. That's what the chest
Oh,
is.
the doors. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
He's
Kevin.
got his bra on.
Thank you, Kevin.
His
I'm
chest
tracking
is
now.
there.
Jack said he's got a bunch of doors that open and shoot missiles. That's
I love that for him.
helpful. Thank you.
I'm gonna close his bra,
And his doors.
his bra doors, so he doesn't lose anything. I will admit that these figures are really cool.
Close the bra bay doors.
I like the plastic they're made of. I know that sounds silly, but like it's soft without being like rubbery.
It's
Alright,
not weird. Also, you're afraid it's going to snap when
yeah,
you open a door.
like
Yeah.
if they made
Yeah.
Transformers out of these, I would feel better about playing with them.
Gotcha. So
Endless-
this guy,
Endless Waltz, Death Scythe, Hell Custom, complete, $30.
Death Scythe.
I like
Hell.
all of those.
That is the
words.
coolest name. Death Scythe Hell. I just have to see what that looks like in print.
It's all one word.
Shouldn't the singular of tall geese be tall goose?
Yeah, I mean
Technically.
he's a singular person, but he's called geese.
I don't think it's spelled
Oh,
the same
wait,
way.
is this guy colored enough?
They stand better than the models. I just like the plastic they're made of. Like it's not too soft. This guy's awesome. He has those wings open up. Oh, did we show him off with the open wings?
Nah, I didn't go crazy.
Well, I'm gonna let's play with him for 1 second. I'm trying not to break him. Dude, how cool
I'm a
is
fan
that?
of the rubbery plastic too, because you're right. You can do all kinds of stuff with them and not be afraid of the pieces clipping and breaking.
How
Yeah, it's
cool
more
does he look with his
forgiving.
wings out?
That does look cool. Got kind of a Batman vibe. With
I
the
love this. I
wings
love
out.
this. Look at his shoes. I just realized his feet. Look at his like these
I
pointy
can't see his shoes.
Look at his pointy feet.
Oh, he's wearing
shoes.
pointy Wicked Witch of the West shoes.
He is. I love those. And he has them on his knees too, which is interesting.
This is the 8th MS Team RGM 79G GM Grand
That's so many words. Why do we need so many words?
Grand Type. $30 complete.
Why do we need so
Did I
many
read all those words right?
Does he have like?
MSIA, the 8th MS team, RGM 79G, GM Grand, Type 30 complete. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
I got every word right.
That's exactly how I would read it, if that's not correct.
So many accessories.
Oh, I'm gonna get stabbed on one of these little staples. Alright, I'm making a little staple pile. That guy comes with a tank? A baby tank? Where does this tank go? Look
A
at the
baby
tiny
tank?
Wherever it wants. Ball joints, baby.
Look at the
All
tiny
ball
gun on
joints.
top of the tiny tank. Oh my god.
Death Scythe has kiss boots.
He does. Fantasia, he absolutely does. Look at this tiny tank. Is it strapped to him somehow?
Hal would like to claim MS-08 GM General Model, Ground Type, and Type 89 tank.
That's that one.
That's this one?
Yep.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
I know Hal's taste. This is like a straight up military one. I use that one in the Dio to make things.
8th, right?
I'm glad there wasn't a rush on that one because Hal might have missed out typing all those words, but I'm really glad he
He
included
was
them all.
probably safe.
Yeah, I'm really glad he included them
This
all.
is RX-78 GP02 Gundam 0083
I love the
series
tank.
Stardust Memory.
That
25
sounds cool.
bucks.
Stardust Memory. That sounds like a very anime name.
Jack said his problem is he has all these.
Fair enough. I bet they look amazing in a collection.
Jack, I want to see a picture. Please
Yeah,
put
put
one
the
in the VIP group.
VIP group.
So I famously had a single Gundam style toy. I had
Gundam style?
I had the UN Spacey, the big one. I think it was Robotech.
Yeah.
The big one.
When did you have a Gundam?
It was a mail away. It wasn't a Gundam. It was a Robotech toy.
Oh god, this comes with a
About
fabric.
this tall.
I don't remember.
It was kind of mail away. It
I
had
think
like
you know what? I think I do kind of vaguely remember him.
yeah, I gave it to my first boyfriend because he was really into that stuff, and I never saw it again. But we have one in the museum that we got in a collection that I stole because I thought it was awesome.
It comes with a raincoat.
What? Oh, he has a cape? That guy has a cape.
Okay, that's cool.
Although, I have to ask myself, why does a giant robot need a cape?
Why not?
Because it rains, you don't want him
Here,
to
this
rust.
is for the guy that's next. There's right there.
The tan guy, right? I'm just gonna eat some cheese while I'm
You all said Macross, but I'm not sure what the context was there.
probably the Gundam thing I was talking about.
Okay, let's see. Hal wants to tell us a little bit about Stardust Memory. Stardust Memory started with Xeon bribing the EF government, stealing a nuclear-armed Gundam, then launching a laughingly inaccurate low-yield nuclear attack. That just sounds cool.
Alright, this is Endless Waltz, Sandrock Custom, complete. 30 bucks. And I'll take his rain poncho off so you can see what he looks like underneath.
Kevin said Stardust Memory was a short series, but really good. Cool name.
Gosh, how many of these things are there?
A fair few,
Lot.
apparently.
Holy cow.
Enough that it seems to have taken Kevin several days to get them sorted.
Listen, there's a lot of work here, so thank you for all the hard work. I like the little guy. Like, he has cute wing arms.
Wing arms.
Yeah, like his shoulder
Yeah, I
pads
know
with
what you mean.
wings.
I know what you mean. I just
I
think
want
it's a cool
wing
way to
shoulder
describe them.
pads. You know how much bigger I would look if I had wing shoulder pads?
Is that the idea, like the birds that puff out their feathers to look big to predators?
I think so.
It's a peacock, right? Basically?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Alright,
Oh,
that's the guy.
you all clarified. Macross is the original name for the anime that was converted into
Robotech.
Robotech once it aired in the U.S.
I wonder what they have to change the name.
Alright, Mobile Suit in Action, Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, Epion complete.
Epion sounds like
Main
a Pokemon.
bad guy. Sword handle bent on angle, not broken.
Oh, a heat gun would put that back flat.
Priced accordingly. 25 bucks.
Dude, I could heat that up and get it back flat. I love his cape. Oh, his cape has arm. Oh my gosh. So he has epaulets on his cape.
Yeah,
I love that for him.
I feel like they help keep the cape on him and anchored.
Yeah. Oh, it does. That's how it clips on. I want a cape.
I mean, if I had a mechanized robot suit, I would want something to keep the rain out of it.
I guess that's fair.
Iron Man doesn't need one. Maybe he's got, like, that spray that you put on sneakers. Oh, here we go.
The
FBI.
Sandrock pilot is loosely based on Paul Atreides from Dune. He even has his own army.
Paul who from Dune?
Atreides is his name.
I believe you. I just wouldn't have pronounced it right, so I was learning.
Haven't you ever read Dune?
No.
I'm actually wearing my Dune shirt
I have not.
today.
Dune?
Dare
Dune what?
I say it? I started it, but I couldn't get through it.
So the first time I tried to read it, I started it and couldn't get through it.
Okay, I feel slightly better now.
You should feel
My
okay
problem is
about
I just
that.
never picked it back up.
I read it when I was away and
Gotcha.
powered through. And I'm glad I did.
I couldn't get through the Silmarillion either, and I tried that 3 or 4 times.
That's tough.
Have Rainbow Dave explain it to you instead.
Yeah. I also had trouble getting through the 2 Towers, the book. It was a little bit battle heavy, and I would lose track of the plot. Like I would lose track
Wow,
of
it's like a
who was what.
whiptail.
Alright, this is Heavy Arms Yellow Trim. Yellow and less paint apps. He's missing one hand. But, oh, so he has a gun on his arm. There should be a hand there in case you want to take the gun off, but he has a gun there, so it doesn't matter. 15 bucks.
He's just permanently holding his gun.
Yeah.
As it were.
I mean, if I had a gun, I would probably do a lot.
Fair.
And,
Oh my gosh, there's more?
well, this is a set.
Okay.
Oh jeez. Oh my gosh.
Oof.
And this is a pretty cool big deal. And I was going to keep it for the museum, but we're not getting into Gundam. We're keeping the one main RX blah blah blah.
We're
Gundam.
not getting into Gundam. We're just keeping.
We're keeping the Gundam, the one that
Yeah.
started it all, that
Yes.
the kid drives.
That's fair.
But this is like the ones that
Ooh, I
when they
love this one.
rebooted it and
He has the bra opening doors too.
What are you and
I
Gundam
want to
bras?
shoot guns out of my chest.
when they rebooted Gundam Wing
really?
or whatever,
Sure.
this is the main team, and this is all 5 of them. Let's see. You got
Who do we got?
Shenlong Gundam.
Not to be confused
Complete.
with Shen Short. Shen Short.
You got
Can you guys see them in their bags?
Wing Gundam Complete.
Uh-huh. He's classic. I like his coloring.
I was told by a professional that these are the original 5 team. Sandrock Gundam Complete.
That's the Paul Atreides guy. Is he brownish, like tan sand or anything?
Well, you don't see the driver.
You would think though, if he's like a sand guy, that he would have a sand suit.
Are you thinking like the whole Tusken Raider color scheme?
Kind of, yeah.
Heavy Arms Gold Trim Complete.
Does he have trouble moving if his arms are so heavy?
And Death Scythe Original Version Complete.
What does he look like?
Not as cool as the later versions.
No, he just looks like blue.
But he has his scythe.
Okay.
So this is the original 5 complete Gundams. I'm
Ooh.
selling them as a set for $120
OG, original Gundam.
OG.
for the OGs.
OG Gundam style.
They're all complete.
OG Gundam style. Oh my god.
What is
That's
it?
gotta be-
120, right?
That-
120.
That's
Yeah.
got to be some Farpoint
Yeah.
merch. Put the characters of that set on a T-shirt. OG Gundam style.
There's like one. That's cool.
Make the Gundam characters dancing Gangnam
Yeah,
style.
we're gonna picture them, red dot them, and put them in a case. That's
I should be.
Kevin's
Someone who
this
can't
week.
draw. I should be a T-shirt designer.
Finish processing them.
All right.
He's got all the info.
So we've got two. We should have broken this up better. We have 2 segments to do.
Do we?
We have Tucky Bucks, which I didn't drag the thing up.
Oh, what's Tucky Bucks? Explain it to me.
Tucky Bucks, for those of you that don't know what Tucky Bucks are, one of the many perks of being a Farpoint VIP is that once per month you are entered into a raffle to win 25 Tucky Bucks.
I'm switching cameras.
25 Tucky Bucks. The Tucky Bucks are basically a Farpoint gift certificate you can use in-store, on Bartertown, or on our website. It's just another thing we try to do for our VIPs to make being a VIP that much more awesome and worth it for them. Are we ready for Tucky Bucks?
Where's
Yeah.
Tucky?
So here's the thing with Tucky Bucks.
True, good point.
We do this in the beginning of every month. For every tier you are as a VIP, you get your name on the list once. So for every, there's the first tier is $5, next tier is 25, and so on. So if you're a $5 member, you get your name on the list on the wheel once. If you're a $25 tier member, you get it on there 5 times. If you're a $25 member and you win 20 Tucky Bucks, it's 20.
It's 25.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it pays.
Yeah.
You're crushing it.
Oh, he's smelling my salami.
That's what I'm doing too. Look
He's
at-
a little
look at his
salami
blood.
smeller.
So, good luck to our VIPs, real quick. Let's
Oh,
cheer
do
them
the,
on.
do the thing. Do the animation.
Oh,
the
right.
Tucky Buck animation. It's
Okay.
right there.
I see. I moved it. I didn't know where.
Oh, it's time for
Look,
Tucky
it's time for Tucky Bucks.
I almost put him in that sweater today too.
I love that frog sweater. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Do not lick me, and do not eat a staple. We don't want to do either of those
All right.
things.
So peek around the wheel.
Jack said the Gundam Wing is the 7th series. I didn't realize that. Hey y'all!
I'm gonna hold Tucker.
Look at all those wonderful VIPs.
Holy cow!
Not
Look
that
at
you
that! Look at that giant pile of names.
Not that you can even tell, but I'm going to shuffle them up. And here we go.
Oh, there's no
Oh,
music.
Oh,
music.
spinning the wheel, gonna get a good deal, gonna make 25 bucks. Alright, that was all. Woo!
Darren
Alright,
Oliver.
Darren Oliver,
is our
congratulations.
lucky winner of Tucky Bucks.
You get to use those Tucky Bucks here in store, on Bartertown, or in our online store, right?
Yes.
That's the way it
You
works.
just won $25
Let me write that down.
to spend
Okay, Tucker.
on
good luck.
Gundam, or whatever you want.
Tucker's
I
like,
don't
wait,
know
why
if
do you want
Darren's
me back
watching
in
right
here?
now, but we'll message him.
I'm gonna write that down.
That's $25 worth of your childhood right there.
Oh,
Congratulations,
sorry, hit me
Darren.
all of a sudden.
Are we doing another segment?
Well, we just went on a trip. We just got back. We went out to Michigan to eat sandwiches.
Should do the animation?
Are you starting it? Like,
do the animation. We're doing another segment.
We ate sandwiches, the likes of which God have never seen. So one of our VIPs, the head writer of the writers' room here, Alex, is from Michigan. While we were in Michigan, we said, "Hey, Alex, we're in Michigan. Do you need anything?" Jokingly, and he said, "Well, if you go by Zingerman's Deli, I can use some
loaf of this bread,
chocolate cherry bread." We were like, "Well, that sounds interesting."
Yeah, that sounds
now,
good.
We were nowhere near Ann Arbor, Michigan, but we made it a point to go to Ann Arbor, Michigan while we were in Michigan.
You're making it sound like we went all the way to Michigan just to go to a deli.
We were already in Michigan.
For those of you that don't know this already, this is an interesting tidbit of info that I only learned 2 weeks ago. If you know who Ray Harryhausen is, he did all of the. You want the book? He did all of the stop motion animation for some of the most amazing movies, the Sinbad movies, Clash of the Titans. Most famously, I guess it was his final film in 1981, but it's probably the one he's most well known for.
Mighty Joe Young, Jason and the Argonauts, Sinbad and the Golden Voyage, like all those classic.
The classic stop motion, alien / mythological movies.
Yep.
There is a Ray Harryhausen Foundation, the Ray and Diana Harryhausen Foundation, out of Scotland. And 5 years ago, they did an exhibit for the first time of a lot of his models and art. And it was during COVID, or right before COVID. We were thinking of going, and COVID, and then the fire we had completely ruined that. We were thinking of going to Scotland just to go, but also because of this. 2 weeks ago, I found out that the exhibit managed to make it to a community college museum in Michigan, the Kalamazoo Valley Museum.
Of all the unexpected places.
It's very unexpected, and it's nothing. I'm not slating the museum or the community or the college in any way, but this stuff you would expect it to be at the Museum of the Moving Image in New York, or maybe even the Museum of Modern Art.
What a coup that would be like.
Smithsonian.
That would be like us getting some little
Larry
some
Hammond
big
come to hang out
some big
which I likened it to that because that's what we did.
Yeah. That's what it feels
years
like.
ago.
Like here's this tiny museum that's pulled off this big coup.
I didn't mean to sound this way when we were at the museum. I didn't mean to ask in a way like, "Hi, little community college in Kalamazoo. What the hell are you doing with this stuff?" But I kind of did ask that, but not in...
It interested me quite a bit to find that it was at this very small... A museum is not... It's not a movie museum. It's not... It's
not even particularly large.
No, it was very small. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. I likened it to sort of a small version of the...
They did have a mummy.
They did. I likened it to a smaller version of the Franklin Institute.
Yes.
They have a lot of stuff for kids, hands-on, like interacting with things and science stuff.
Love that.
They had a small exhibit about Gibson guitars, which are from Kalamazoo, which I thought was really cool. They have a mummy, an authentic 3,000-year-old Egyptian mummy.
That's randomly awesome.
Well, a guy bought it from a guy who bought it from a guy, and it ended up in Kalamazoo, and the guy donated it when he passed on. So she has her own wing of the museum. But one entire gallery was just devoted to Ray Harryhausen and all of his awesome stuff. We got to see the original screen-used Medusa model from Clash of the Titans, 2 different Bubo models from the movie. The Kraken, which was...
the Kraken.
It reminded me of the toys. If you guys know, there was a Clash of the Titans toy line. It was the same size, basically, as the toy.
The skeletons from Jason and the Argonauts.
And so many other amazing things that please take a look at our social media. You'll see a bunch of pictures that we took while we were there.
And it felt like toys. It felt like we were looking at toys. Like it was a very toy trip.
They were very
because you're basically doing stop motion animation is you're playing with toys.
Yeah, and it was just so cool to see like
toys
up close
and cameras.
Things that you don't notice in a movie.
Dioramas.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's literally exactly what he was doing. And I also didn't realize like how accomplished of a traditional like paper artist he was. He did a lot of storyboards for the movies and drawings of things, and it was just the Hydra was phenomenal. The skeletons were phenomenal.
Yep. And on the way home, we stopped at toy stores.
We did.
I want to shout out to Waylon.
Way Out Waylon from Waylon's Toys and Collectibles in
Mm-hmm.
on the lake. Mentor on the Lake in Michigan.
Okay.
Waylon was awesome. His shop was gorgeous. Please go and give him some love.
And then, like, 5 miles from Wayland was Haymaker. Two great toy shops.
I love going to toy stores.
Super close to each other.
Yeah, very close. Like literally 5 minutes up the road.
We didn't bring that topic up because sometimes that's, but both of them had their own vibe, totally different vibes.
Totally different.
Both had great stuff. And at Haymaker, I had never seen he has a boxed flag, but it's a French Canadian. I had never seen a French Canadian
That
boxed
was really
flag.
cool. It was definitely cool.
What's different about it?
It has French on the box.
That's
literally
a
it.
big
like,
difference.
It's like it has the English and the French,
Yeah,
right?
it's
yeah.
dual.
I didn't know that they even made different flag boxes. I know it's a thing with Star Wars and stuff, but I never seen much G.I. Joe in that
was
vein.
really cool.
So the fact that was interesting to see. And he recognized us. He was like,
He
"Hey,
did.
Farpoint." We're like, "Oh, yeah."
I assumed that we had met him somewhere at some point. No, he just recognized us because I
Which
guess.
is odd, because who the hell are we?
Yeah, it was a little surreal to be recognized in Michigan.
It was a good trip though. We saw some cool stuff, and we bought some stuff for the museum.
We did, and I had the best sandwich I've ever had in my life at Zingerman's Deli.
Oh, you know what?
It was fantastic.
It's surreal to walk into the pet store and have Tucker get recognized.
Tucker gets recognized at the pet store.
He does.
Yeah. Let's go over what we bought. Museum stuff.
This is some of the stuff we bought, right?
Yeah.
This isn't everything.
We stopped at a place called Renegade Toys as well.
Yeah.
Hey, did I get a
I
postcard?
think this is from Renegade Toys.
I did get you a postcard.
Thank
so
you.
at Renegade Toys, there was a place called Pop ABC right next door.
Okay.
ABC stands for Art, Books, and Culture.
I love that.
And it was an art/bookstore, used bookstore.
Excellent.
Right next door
Yeah, if I'm honest, we went to
to
the
Renegade
bookstore
Toys.
more importantly than the toy store.
Yeah, so that was
But we ended up
the
finding
fact
some.
that they were literally right here in a strip mall.
That
next to
sounds
each
like
other.
heaven.
It was really cool.
That is what Crystal.
Crystal Suncatcher? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't have all the colors memorized. This one is the pink and the yellow.
This
think
is
it's
something we needed for the
It's a Google Lens,
Centurions collection. This is the
I feel like that one was all
the
me.
Doom Drone Strafer Doom Drone. So listen, we're not just toy dealers. We also get high on our own supply.
We do. It's hard.
Well, I'm not just a hair club for club president.
I'm also,
I'm
I'm also a client.
So Justin just in the last few days moved the He-Man museum out here. It's right behind him over there. That includes the Princess of Power collection, and we are missing some of the horses. So we picked up. I want to say this is Suncatcher, and is the other one Moonbeam? We got 2 of the crystal horses.
Do we have a single Batman figure, or is there any chance you would break up the Batmobile lot
Josh
for
only
Josh?
wants the Batman. I don't want to break it up, but do we have an extra?
I'll go look in the case.
I was going to say, I can't imagine you breaking the set, but I thought we might have a single.
Josh, we'll check for you in the store, but we don't want to break up the set because it's a set. But we will check in the store.
Oh, what's that?
This is really cool. This got me excited. This is one of the few
You want to put it on the wheels? People can see it.
Centurions pieces.
Not for sale.
I'm going to jump to camera 2 real quick so people can see it.
Yeah, sure.
There's not much as far as Centurions go that we need to complete the collection. We need the other Doom Drone, which is green and $800. This is still pretty rare and harder, not as hard to find as that, but we needed that for the collection.
I want to say this
We
is
really went hard on She-Ra.
We did. I'm not sure why we're so on She-Ra right now. I think that's a book that I bought.
What is that?
This is a My Little Pony bank. You can go back to camera 2.
Your mouse doesn't respond as quickly as I'd like it to.
This is
Nor
my
with
little.
as much precision.
This is a My Little Pony bank. She has a little bit of discoloration, but that's really common with the plastic that this bank was made of. It's not high quality stuff. It is sort of like a hard plastic, and it's very glossy.
What's discolored?
So she should be more of like a pink peach color.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cotton candy, so she should
okay.
be more pink.
Oh, yeah, cotton candy. That was
Yeah.
your first pony. I know cotton
Yes.
candy well.
She should definitely be more pink.
Yeah,
But over
cotton
time
candy's not orange.
No, she's definitely yellowed a little bit. But butterscotch is more of an orange color, so like it still kind of works because she's similar enough
She
to
looks
butterscotch.
like butterscotch.
She does. But this has been on my list for a while. I'm to the point now with my pony collection where I still need a bunch of ponies, but I'm more after like the weird stuff. If you've ever been in the museum, you know that there's like 300 ponies in here.
This is where I'd like to be able to just swivel the camera and just pan it.
I'm more
That's our
after
next-
weird stuff. Like, I've recently bought the 35mm trailer for the My Little Pony movie in its original shipper box that I added to the museum. I'm after more weird stuff. And this has been on my list for a while. I do not have this bank.
Not so
And
much weird. Niche.
I like the word weird, even though it sometimes has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
No Batman?
No, unfortunately not.
Sorry, Josh, no Batman.
I think our next
It's a
technical...
bang up price for that whole set, though.
We got a Glimmer. She's 100% complete from the Princess of Power line. 100% complete.
Which
with
means
her.
we're going to have a Glimmer.
We will have a Glimmer available who's mostly complete out of the museum.
I
for
went
bid
kind of
soon.
hard on
You did.
some Robotech Zendrati we don't have, the jumbo figures. If you don't know this,
Is that why there was one up for sale today? Because we had an extra?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it got cleaned, I think.
I did. We did? Yeah.
Oh, no, that was on Thunderdome, I think.
Oh, yeah. I thought we had an extra.
Yeah.
So I got these Zendrati figures. I believe they're complete. I don't think they came with anything.
This one is Suncatcher, I think. I can't keep them straight. I think it's Suncatcher and Moonbeam.
They're really cool looking.
And we also got a Claudine, who's a little more complete than the one we already have.
Oh, she's cool.
Probably not. It's okay. I only paid $1 for it. She's furry. I love flock stuff. She's awesome. I got some books for myself.
We have to immediately dispose of these. They're illegal in New Jersey. So we brought them across state lines. Uh-oh.
I got Which Way Books #1, The Castle of No Return, which, believe it or not, I didn't have in my collection.
Which way? And that's what we got for ourselves.
So, believe it or not, the museum did not have a gift shop, which I was really surprised by, because the museum itself was free admission. Again, it being a community college museum, it was free admission. But the fact that they didn't have a gift shop, I would have loved to have bought a Clash of Titans shirt, postcard,
Something.
Yeah, anything. Any kind of
magnet.
souvenir.
Yeah.
Claudine.
Wait, I talked about her already.
What the hell is she supposed to have right there?
I'm not sure.
Speaking of which,
We will have. You want to sell the other one?
yeah, I can start making some of my money back.
All right, let's see. Let me see which one I like the look of better. I think the one that is in the case has a little bit better hair, so I might have to do a swap-a-roo. Yeah, I'm gonna swap.
All right, so coming up, vintage She-Ra Claudine, which is basically Battle Cat's sister.
I went to school with a girl named Claudine.
Is that true?
Was it spelled? Was it spelled C-L-A-W?
You know, I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was. All right, what else we got?
It's very
going on?
clever, though, for a panther type person to be named Claudine. It's like a clever kitty cat name.
It is.
Flocked Claudine.
Yeah.
Great paint. Her flocking's nice.
This one's
She's nice
just,
and pink.
this one's just a little bit nicer.
Vintage She-Ra Claudine. $20.
Straight out of, fresh out of the Farpoint Museum. Fresh.
Wow, look at me.
I don't think she sounds like that. She does not sound like.
It's my Claudine.
You just sounded like Tom from the beginning of the Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Now, you're kind of giving her a Catwoman vibe. That's
Alright,
what
what
she
else?
is.
What we got going
She's a
on?
cross between Battle Cat and the Pink Panther.
I think that's it, man.
I think
Car
that's
show
all.
season swinging back into things.
Yes, car show season is beginning again.
I upgraded the wheels a little bit on the car. Life is going on. You know, we've been away for a week, so we're back into it. And I've been
Has it been a week? You were gone for
a week exactly. Friday to
exactly
Friday.
a week. Yeah, I was only gone 4 days. 3 days.
It was weird because I came home on Sunday and then left again on Monday.
He
But
did. He went away for 3 days, and I came home Sunday at like 10 p.m. and then 8 a.m. Monday morning we got in the car.
and drove another 2,500 miles.
2,500 miles.
So yeah,
That's great. And not expensive.
We're
It's
here.
Really reasonable.
Toy show's coming up.
Oh, I'm gonna go get a flyer and put it on.
We finally got word that the electric company said yes to the parking situation, which they better.
That,
We're in.
That-
Toy show.
yeah, it'd be really tricky to do.
It's
the toy
on
show
and
without
popping, as they say, as the kids say. No cap.
Do the kids say that?
Yeah, they
I mean,
say
maybe they do.
radical.
Nobody
it's on
says
and
any
popping.
of those words. Nobody says any of
The-
those words. The one and only, accept no substitutions,
It's the real deal.
The one and only.
The big one.
The historical one goes back. We go back what, like 10 years with this?
Oh,
show?
it's
Food
more,
vendor,
it's almost
legendary
15
toys
years.
come out of this. It's the best time you can have for free.
The outdoor vendors, you never know what you're gonna find.
It's we already got tons of vendors signed up. We still have some space, so we'll be pushing that.
The toy show.
Confirmations will start going out tomorrow
Yeah.
for the vendors we've already gotten. Now that we've heard back from AC Electric, I feel good sending confirmations, just so you guys know what's up.
The toy show before last, I had $50 in my pocket when I stepped foot on the property. By the time I got to the front door, I did not have $50 in my pocket
Yeah.
anymore. I had no dollars
Very
in my
easy to
pocket.
spend money.
But I had about $150 worth of stuff.
It's very easy to make money if you want to set up. So that's it. I'm going to continue working on the museum.
We are still accepting
Thank
vendors.
you for your claims.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you all, especially you VIPs. You can become a VIP
Put
if
that
you
thing
want.
up again. The little swirly animation.
Get on the inside of things.
I love it.
Become part of the family, truly.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, we're gonna roll. We gotta go. We gotta do some stuff. We got important things to go do.
I'm gonna go eat a sub. That's
I'm gonna
my.
go
That's my important thing.
lay on the couch.
Say bye.
Bye.